Hey guys, and welcome back. This is Kendra from KR Mama. Sorry I'm driving here. So I wanted to do another video about, I think, my weight loss journey. I am 2 years postpartum, and a lot of life situations have gotten in the way of things that I want to do to better myself. But my resolution to myself is that I'm not going to let negative life situations change what I want to do for myself anymore. And also, I want to live a more holistic life for not just me, but for my son and my husband. Also, I am officially tying the knot in January. And yes, we've been together for a really long time, and our story is kind of cute, but really long. So I'm not going to talk about that today, but I will make a video on that. But for now, today is just about some stuff that I'm doing to make my lifestyle more holistic and more healthy, and what I'm doing to lose weight and tone up. I don't really care about being skinny. And I don't really care what the scale number says. What I care about is being healthy and looking my best because I'm healthy. And all of you mommies out there with all of those curves, y'all are beautiful. Do not let anything stop you. You can do whatever you want, just like I can, and I'm gonna do it. So I would just kind of like to, I guess, invite you guys to follow me on my journey through all of this. So some of the things that I have started doing, and now these are things that work for me. No, I am not a nutritionist. I'm not a dietitian, anything like that. So they may or may not be by the health book, but they work for me. Like for me, I need at least 5 cups of coffee a day, as you guys heard me tell you in my first video. Now, I have changed my coffee from like being full of cream and sugar and all that to now my coffees have Splenda or stevia or some sort of sugar substitute that's a 0-calorie sweetener that's plant-based. And I don't put cream, I try not to put cream in my coffee anymore unless it's like almond milk or something plant-based, or it's a little bit better for me than like heavy, high fat in the wrong way, high sugar in the wrong way, creamer. And I usually try to drink black coffee with a little bit of Splenda in it. Before, I was drinking a really heavily sweetened coffee, which wasn't really good for me. Also, it wasn't good for my heart. So I have made changes on my morning and breakfast routine. Now I've actually, instead of eating like, people think cereal is supposed to be so healthy. For me, it doesn't. For me, it's not. It might be for other people, but for me, I can't eat cereal and milk in the morning because cereal and milk, it doesn't ever feel like enough. It doesn't last long enough in my body. So instead, what I've been doing is eating like eggs and some turkey bacon, or just eggs and a piece of toast, and then having my coffee. And if I have all of that together, like the balanced protein and balanced high good fat, or I'll even have avocado toast, that seems to help tide me over until lunch. And then when I do like lunch and dinner, I try to do more fresh, wholesome, holistic type ingredients. Like instead of buying stuff pre-made, I try to make everything myself to the best of my abilities and make as much of the food that I eat as I possibly can, instead of buying something pre-made. Now, don't get me wrong, we've all been there as moms. It's so much easier sometimes to buy something like those pre-made chicken nuggets. Those are the bomb diggity, I promise you. But I'm trying to find better ways to feed my kid. And also, I have ADD. My husband has, well, actually, I have ADHD. My husband has ADHD, and I'm sure our son is going to have ADHD. When he's old enough to test for it, I will have him tested. But diet and meditation and exercise helps a lot. I used to be on medication for it, and then something happened. I'll go into that story, but something ended up happening, and so now I'm not on the medication anymore. But diet and exercise and meditation does help. It's not a cure-all, but it definitely helps. And I can see the huge change in not just myself, but my husband and my child. So it is worth it to me to have a better, sorry, tongue-tied there. I do see a change for the better overall. And I do see that it's better for them. They feel better. They get through the day better. There's a lot less negative outburst behavior from my 2-year-old, which we all know 2-year-olds have issues, period, because they're learning and they're testing boundaries. They're trying to establish independence. You know, they're looking to the adults for the role model behavior, and they know when to push your buttons to get you to scream at them. But no, and it's serious. In all seriousness, my child does a whole lot better when he eats healthier. So like I was saying before, when I try to do lunch, I try to do like boneless, skinless chicken breast, cut it up, dice it up, and put that in a pan with some sauteed vegetables or just straight raw vegetables. My child actually does like raw vegetables, so he will eat broccoli. It doesn't have to be cooked broccoli. Like, he'll chomp on some broccoli. He'll chomp on some bell peppers, you know. Fruit. He likes fruit. We are careful about the fruit that he eats, though, because some fruit is really high in natural sugar. And sugar, no matter whether it's natural sugars or added sugars or fake sugars or whatever, sugar is not necessarily good in high quantities for anybody, but especially, I guess, my family in particular, I would like us to not have a very high sugar diet. So I have changed a lot of his stuff to not necessarily organic, just wholesome. Paying attention to where I buy the stuff. Like, instead of buying stuff at, like, not that Publix and Kroger and what's the other, Whole Foods and all that, not that they're not good places, or Ingles or wherever it is that you shop, because they are still good places. I find that I get a better outcome when I buy from local growing farmers kind of things. Ugh, geez, I'm tongue-tied again. But yeah, I find that I have a better meal for my family with less stuff added into it when I make it for myself like that. So, like, it's October and November. The orchards are booming up in northern Georgia. My family has always kind of taken a trip up to northern Georgia and gone to the orchards and gotten apples and things like that. So we're going to go this year. And this year we're going to get, like, your gourd fruits, like your squash, your zucchini, not zucchini, but your squash type gourds. Excuse me, sorry, I have a nose ring and I know you can't see it, but it's bugging me. It's a clear retainer. Sorry, I'm not picking my nose. I swear I'm not picking my nose. Ugh, gross. Okay, excuse me, I need to grab my hand sanitizer. Okay, all better. But anyway, so yeah, so those are just kind of some of the things that I guess I have started doing to make better changes. And also, let's talk about the fact that, yes, I want to fit in that wedding dress. And not that I don't already fit, but I would much rather have a clean silhouette as opposed to a not clean silhouette. And by that I mean, for me personally, I would rather have a clean line when you look at me from behind than to have my chunky little chunk of chunks. That little back fat you get right back there, right there. But, you know, it's okay if I have them. It's okay to be who you are. It's okay to be chunky. There's nothing wrong with being chunky. Just for me, I would like to be a little bit different than I am. And that is why I am doing this for myself. I am a little bit stressed out and a little bit distracted today. I'm sorry, guys. Normally, I can focus a little bit better. There's been a lot going on in my family lately. But we'll get into that later. That's not really important right now. Main thing is, my goal is to start with losing at least 20 pounds between now and Thanksgiving, because that's when I have to do my alterations on my dress. So between now and Thanksgiving, I want to lose at least 20 pounds. And not just stop there, but continue from there. I know I'll be better off if I do that. My heart will be better. My internal organs that are working really hard to work around all the extra weight that I have on my body. Because I look bigger, but I'm actually a smaller framed person. But I am a mesomorph. So like, even though my frame is smaller, my bones are still large and I'm still a curvy body set. So I'm not ever expecting myself to be like super skinny. I just want to be healthy. The main thing for me is I want to be healthy. And if I don't ever lose, if I end up 190 pounds and I never get past below 190 pounds, I don't care. As long as I'm healthy at 190 pounds. If I'm eating healthy, I'm exercising, and I'm taking care of myself, fine. But, because that's just a number. That doesn't define me as a person, and it doesn't define any of you ladies either. Yes, my goal is to lose 20 pounds before my final fitting of my dress and my alterations, and also to change my family's eating habits to healthier, holistic eating. So that's kind of all this video was really about. Today was just to kind of tell you about that and welcome you to that part of my life, and to allow you to follow me on that journey if you want to. We are also posting more content on our Instagram and our Twitter. I think we spend more time on Twitter recently because everybody really responds faster on Twitter. So feel free to check us out on Twitter. We'll post some stuff on Twitter, like pictures, videos, things like that. If there's like stuff you want to see, like Q&As or anything you want us specifically to touch on or talk about, feel free to let us know on our other social media, or tell us in the description below. Like, you can leave comments or whatever. Don't forget to like and subscribe as well. And I look forward to seeing you guys again in our next video. Also, we are having Mom Talk coming up, where Rowan and I sit down together and we talk to you guys as a group. So we look forward to that as well. Thanks again for tuning in, and I look forward to talking with you guys again soon. You guys are awesome, and keep it up.